Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. By three methods we may learn wisdom: first, by reflection, which is noblest; second, by imitation, which is easiest; and third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Respect yourself and others will respect you. Study the past if you would define the future. The funniest people are the saddest ones. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute, the man who does not ask is a fool for life. You cannot open a book without learning something. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order; to put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order; to put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life; we must first set our hearts right. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Don't do unto others what you don't want done unto you. If your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate children. Consideration for others is the basis of a good life, a good society. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. Settle one difficulty, and you keep 100 away. The green reed which bends in the wind is stronger than the mighty oak which breaks in a storm. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? If there were one word that could act as a standard of conduct for one's entire life, perhaps it would be thoughtfulness. We should keep the dead before our eyes, and honor them as though still living. Don't use cannon to kill mosquito. Your life is what your thoughts make it. The journey with a 1,000 miles begins with one step. Signs and symbols rule the world, not words nor laws. All people are the same, only their habits differ. Anyone can find the switch after the lights are on. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. No matter how busy you may think you are, you must find time for reading, or surrender yourself to self-chosen ignorance. What the superior man seeks is in himself, what the small man seeks is in others. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. Knowledge without practice is useless. Practice without knowledge is dangerous. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Give a bowl of rice to a man and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice and you will save his life. Attack the evil that is within yourself, rather than attacking the evil that is in others. If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should keep silent. The superior man thinks always of virtue, the common man thinks of comfort. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Time flows away like the water in the river. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. To be able under all circumstances to practice 5 things constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 things are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness and kindness.